Welcome back to Access Anime. My name is Henshin Ikeda, and today I'll be doing a walkthrough and review of Valvrave the Liberator, Episode 3. Now, if you remember from last episode, we found out Haruto is now in Elif's body. I love the build-up there. However, now everyone that worked around Elif thinks he's a traitor. I know, there must have been a catch, and that was the catch. Now, eventually, Haruto does get his body back, as well as Valvrave. I know, definitely worth mentioning. However, the JIOR has surrendered unconditionally, only to be saved by the ARUS fleet. So short-lived. So the JIOR surrendered unconditionally, and eventually they were saved by the ARUS fleet. Oh, by the way, Shoko is alive. And again, that's where the episode ends, and I'll have my final thought and rating at the end of the clip, so stay tuned. But let's dive right on in. So we open up this episode with Elif, and he's being held in contempt. So Elif, he's being held in contempt, and it's been confirmed by Haruto that Elif, yeah, he's part of the Dorsen army. It's not looking good for Elif right now, plain and simple. But again, that's where we open up with. Moving on past that, we are taken to a couple multiple cutscenes of the Academy in ruins. I mean, it was attacked by the Dorsen army, so of course the Academy is in ruins. Plain and simple. But eventually the ARUS Lunar Orbit Army has arrived. At the last moment. Where the fuck were they at the beginning of the battle? Oh wait, this isn't their colony. That's right. So they don't give a damn. What, they are the good guys? I'm sorry, fill me in. They're the good guys, but are they getting paid for this, or is this all unconditionally free? I know free's a broad word to use in this day and age, apparently. And moving on past that, we are taking to a little cutscene with Haruto and Shoko. Yeah, with Haruto and Shoko, they're finally together, and they're bringing up the shrine. Remember, they were supposed to talk about their love and whatnot at the shrine, and they're bringing it up in light conversation, and then they turn away from it. I know, you bring it up, you turn away, where's the love? Yeah, not there. Now, eventually Haruto is being recognized by everyone. Remember, he was the one that was flying Valvrave, and it was leaked online that he was the pilot. Live video recordings, pictures. So everyone in the crowd know Haruto is there, and they're storming him. They think he's famous because of saving everyone. Obviously, he's famous. And it begins. Now he's famous. Now we are taking to a little cutscene with Elif, and we're being thrown with a little bit of information, and I love this. We finally get to know who the fuck is Elif. I mean, we generally don't know about his family, maybe a few of his friends that he was transferred with that worked for the Dorsen army, but that's about it. Well, guess what? 2 years ago, he was in New Guinea. Apparently, he eliminated a battalion of soldiers, 5,000 men. Yeah, apparently Elif is called the one-man army. Hey, I love that title. That means something. If someone calls you the one-man army, it's either a sarcastic insult, or it's the real deal. Now, he reminds me of a character from Gundam Wing called Hero Huey. He definitely reminds me of Hero Huey way too much, and that's a good thing. I love this. But anyways, that's a little bit of information we got on Elif so far. Not a lot, but at least we know he's definitely Dorsen army material. However, we don't know who his family are, and how does he fit into the military's plan. And we really don't know about that. I can't wait to find out, though. Now, we are taken to a little cutscene with Haruto and his friends. Now, they're back, it looks like in the academy or some random tent. I don't really know the difference. I believe it's the academy, probably. But they're testing his blood to find out what's different about him. Since he said he was a monster, he can heal, he transferred himself into Elif's body. I know, kind of hard to believe, but his friends believe him, and they test his blood. Apparently, he looks normal, he is normal, and then you see his cut on his finger heal automatically. Yeah, that ain't right. Now, Sayaka tells Haruto not to tell anyone. Don't tell the army, don't tell the politics, don't tell the news station. Because eventually, if you tell the army or anyone like that, you're going to be the next test subject. So I'm wondering, why did Sayaka say that, other than she's a great friend, apparently? But does she have political connections? Is she part of a rich family? Is she ex-military, undercover military? We really don't know. This girl has me wondering what the fuck. I mean, Elif was fucking amazing, but Sayaka, I don't know. I'm questioning who the hell she is now. Now, moving on past that, we are taken to a vampire moment for Haruto. Yeah, apparently Haruto tried to attack Yusuke, and then Sayaka beat the shit out of him. Yeah, apparently Haruto transformed. His face was all red, kind of, with slashes. It's what he looked like when he attacked Elif. So he was about to bite Yusuke, and he was stopped by Sayaka, so thank God Sayaka was there. Now, eventually we find out Senator Figaro from the the ARUS, wants to chat with Haruto, since Haruto is the hero of the hour. I know, right? What does the senator want? Or should I say, what does he need from Haruto that he can't get himself? We really don't know. But moving on past that, we are taken to a little cutscene with Haruto. Now, apparently, he catches up with the senator, and the senator informs him, like, you're, a hero, you're amazing, these are your fans, once you tell them how you are right now, because people right now don't know if Haruto is alive or dead, who are viewing him online, who are watching him on the news network. So what Haruto actually does is, he logs onto the computer, and he posts on his account, he's alive, and he's thanking the army for being there, and, he's describing what he kind of went through in, like a sentence or so. And he's got a lot of fans. In fact, the comments keep piling on. It's like, you're amazing, you're great, so on and so forth. And surprisingly, Haruto likes the attention, but he's being very reserved. Now, the senator tells Haruto, you need to run. You don't need to fight anymore, you need to run. You're the hero of the hour. People are going to respect you. They're going to look up to you for answers. But instead of being caught in this little trap with the Dorsan army, run. You can build up more friends and help people from a distance than you can here. So the senator basically tells Haruto, run. I'm like, what? Senators don't just say run unless it's they're in a shitty spot. I mean, you don't see Arnold Schwarzenegger running. You don't see, other various senators running, no. Usually you attack, you do something more offensive, not defensive, but you know what, they were just under attack. This kind of makes sense, and Haruto, he does agree to help. I mean, that's a strong role for this kid to pick up right then and there. I mean, he was just dead, he came back to life, took someone's body, he's been through an ordeal, and he's helping a senator he doesn't even know. It's like he's accepting candy from a stranger. Would you accept candy from a stranger if you didn't know the stranger, let alone he's a stranger? Probably not. This is what I feel like the senator is, a fucking stranger, and he's just getting his claws in deep with this kid before anyone else can, using him for maybe political gain, who knows? Or maybe he's just trying to be a good guy and help the situation out more, but we really don't know. Now, moving on past that, we are taken to a little cutscene with LF, and he escapes and kills the guards. I love it. Now, before him escaping, he tells Haruto there's going to be an earthquake. He gives him like a time, I think it was 3:14 or something like that, and that he was going to do something else. And it's weird. It's like a bold statement he made to Haruto just before he escaped, and he killed all the guards. I'm like, wow, definitely adding up. However, we are taken to a little cutscene with the Colonel Kane from the Dorsan army. He tells everyone that was in LF's group to overlook what has occurred with LF in general. So whatever LF did while in the operations, forget about it. That's in the past. You guys were friends. I'm sure there's an explanation. So the Colonel's being very understanding, which has me curious. Is he a soft colonel or a hardcore colonel? We really don't know. Right now, he's seeming very sympathetic. And I don't respect colonels that are sympathetic. Usually means they're going to get fucked eventually, and that's not a good thing. Now, apparently the colonel tells, LF's friends to continue their role in obtaining the Valvrave mecha. So they're still going to try to capture the Valvrave as much as they can. So that's still their prime objective, while still trying to understand what happened to LF. That's a side operation per se. Now we are taking to a little cutscene with Haruto, and he did say he was going to help the senator out. In fact, he's helping the senator by evacuating all the students from the academy and getting them out of the colony. It looks like that's what they were trying to do, and it was working. People are looking up to Haruto because he is the hero, and they feel he has the answers. Now we are taking to a little cutscene with LF, and apparently the alarm finally goes off. 15 minutes later, the military finally notices that LF has escaped. He's killed the guards. I'm like, really? 15 minutes later, and you just notice? Oh, seriously, I mean, if you were a spy, this would be no problem, but it's a fucking kid. I mean, really? Now, moving on past that, we do find out, apparently, LF has now escaped, like I said, but it gets better. He's running from the army. And he's fucking amazing. This is probably the best part of the whole episode in general, at least in my opinion. In this episode, you see LF running away from the guards and whatnot, and the military, and the army, whatever. He's amazing. No one can fucking touch him. I love it. That's probably my best part throughout the episode. I love it. Him escaping was technically the best thing that happened in the episode. I don't know how many times I can say that without boring you, but you know what I'm saying. It was great. Now, while Haruto is in the academy, I should say, LF is escaping. But again, Haruto is back in the academy. He's trying to look for anyone else that hasn't evacuated and whatnot. I know he's being a good guy about it. However, Shoko, she's outside. She notices someone else that's in the academy. That's not Haruto, someone else. So she takes it upon herself to go inside and check it out. Of course, there's always some random bitch that's going to do something stupid because they're trying to do the right thing. And that's where something else probably happens. Now, while she's in the academy, she stumbles across a girl in a small room in like cardboard boxes on the computer. Her online nickname is Rainbow, I believe. She's the one that was responsible for putting Haruto's video recording, his live feed of what he was doing in Valvrave online. So she's the online hacker, or the person that was uploading stuff. Anyway, she's been found out, but nothing really happened there. That was just a primary update on she's still alive, she's there, and now Shoko knows she's there. Yeah, that's about it there. Now, moving on past that, the kid that was in the academy besides Shoko, that girl called Rainbow, and Haruto, his name is Yamata. Yeah, or I believe his name is Yamata or Yamada, depending on how you want to pronounce his name. I believe it's Yamata. But anyways, Yamata, yeah, he's a bully. Plain and simple, he's a classic bully, and he wants revenge on the Dorson army for whatever reasons, and he wants Haruto's mecha, which is known as Valvrave. And I'm just going to point this out one more time, or I guess for the first time. Valvrave does not belong to Haruto. Even if it has his DNA or whatever, it doesn't belong to him. It belongs to the fucking military. And somehow, Yamata, or Yamada, whatever you want to call him, has the balls to ask Haruto for his fucking robot, or should I say, wants to take it regardless. He's being pretty chauvinistic in my opinion, but I'm like, you got cojones to do that to someone that just saved everyone's fucking life. I would have shoved the dagger up his ass and walked away, or something, well, along the lines of more realistically, I would have punched him or, resisted, but Haruto's really not saying anything, which is the problem. If you're a good guy, you've done all this shit beyond belief, just bite him, take his body over, then bite yourself again, revert back, and kick his ass, lock him up, something like that. Be creative. But anyways, moving on past that, we do find out the ARUS, one of their ships among the fleet, which was supposed to dock in the hangar in the colony, and was supposed to evacuate all the kids, has been hit. Now, you can assume it's because of Elif, probably, but the end result being the ship hits the colony and causes an earthquake. Now, remember at the beginning of the episode, well, close to the beginning of the episode, I mentioned that Elif had told Haruto that 3 things were probably going to happen. Well, a few things were going to happen, an earthquake at 3:14, and he was probably going to meet back up with him, something along those lines. Well, they're happening in order. There's an earthquake because the ARUS ship hit the colony after it was attacked randomly by, you can probably guess, Elif, and it caused an earthquake. And because of that, the ARUS, the ship, no longer can evacuate the students. So we don't even know if these students are going to be evacuated or not now that the ship's been attacked. Oh no, it gets better. Okay, Elif and Haruto are in the same room now. Haruto turns around, and Elif is there. Randomly, like, okay, it's like 3:14, exactly as Elif had said. He was there on the 3:14 or whatever the time was marked. So earthquake time, and he met up with Haruto. So Haruto and Elif are face to face, and apparently Elif, he wants to create a contract with Haruto, and that's where the episode ends. As for final thoughts, okay, first of all, why does Elif want to make a contract with Haruto? It's because Haruto is the prime pilot of Valvrave, or because he has these mysterious powers, or because Haruto set Elif up as a traitor. Who the hell really knows? But it's just a great build-up in my opinion. But moving on past that, where is the Dorson army right now? What are they going to do next? We really don't know. What about Elif's companions that he kind of shot one of them in the eye, or, across the eye? What are they going to do to Elif when they catch him? Are they going to, ask him a bunch of questions, interrogate him? We really don't know. Or are they just going to fucking kill him? Again, we really don't know. It looks like his friends, Elif's friends, are pretty, not the best friends in my opinion. They're gruesome. They kill regardless. I mean, you saw one of the kids kill the scientist and had fun with it. To me, that sounds like his friends are fucking messed up, which means they're perfect friends for him, apparently, since he's the one-man army. But again, that ends it for my final thoughts. As for my rating, 4 out of 5. I'm giving this a 4 out of 5 because Elif was fucking amazing in this episode. He escaped. He is the one-man army. I love him. This character is great. Was there any drama and romance and crap? Yeah and no. I think yeah and nah. It's between Shoko and Haruto. Barely. Just barely, if that's even there. There was a little light information about, Elif in general. So yes, there was information about about LF, but it really wasn't drawn out. We just know about his past within the military, I guess, during 2 years ago in New Guinea, how he became the one-man army for killing 5,000 soldiers, or should I say he killed a battalion of 5,000. That's nice to know, but we don't know anything about your family, how you joined the Dorson Army. Not a lot of closure, so final rating, 4 out of 5. And again, that is it for my walkthrough and review of Valvrave the Liberator Episode 3, so definitely comment down below, let me know, thumbs up, thumbs down. Definitely subscribe, check me on Twitter, and follow me if you like. Let me know what you thought of this episode, and let me know what you think's gonna happen in the next episode that's coming out. But again, guys, that ends it for now, and I gotta go. I gotta hit the bricks, and I gotta get some shut-eye to them. A little tired. So again, guys, I gotta say it, and I always say it, you can't stop the access, but you can watch the feed. I'll see you later, guys.